The third option is to do a public offering by selling a portion of the ownership to the public. The challenge is to convince investors to buy. Jamie Dimon sees commercial credit as an undervalued company that can be turned around by someone like him, making it an attractive investment. Sandy Weil decides to put the majority of his own fortune by buying 10% of the company and offering 80% of the company to the public. Jamie Dimon, while barely in his early 30s, invests everything he's got, $425,000, into the company. They raised $850 million, instantly making their investments profitable. Sandy Weil also decides to appoint Dimon as the company's chief financial officer and gives Dimon a large number of stock options as a reward for his loyalty.
We took that company public. They sold 80% of the company. We raised enough money to get the company an investment-grade credit rating, which a finance company needed.
After taking over commercial credit, Weil and Dimon start ruthlessly cutting costs, laying off 10% of the employees on the first day. After just 1 year of running the business, they create $100 million in profit and achieve an 18% return on equity. Credit agencies increased the company's credit rating, allowing Weil to borrow an extra $100 million on behalf of the company. With all that money in their hands, now they can do the one thing they had come to Baltimore to do: deals. But before they can start, their company stock suddenly collapses by 50%. That day is October 19th, 1987.
Panic, crash, free fall, meltdown. They just put their hands in their pockets and stared in disbelief.
Every crisis of this type, whether it's 2008 or 1873, it's got the same roots, namely that it was unanticipated. So a necessary condition for a crisis is nobody expects it.
While many of the biggest companies in the country struggle to survive, Weil and Dimon see an opportunity. Their belief in the survival of the fittest kick in. With a strong balance sheet, commercial credit is simply fitter than anybody else. They start buying back their shares cheaply and taking over struggling firms next to nothing. Over the next decade, they become the most prolific deal makers. They even managed to devour a bigger company, an insurance company called Primerica, with Jamie Dimon as the architect behind the deal. By the end of the century, they have created the biggest financial conglomerate in America, Citigroup.
On October 8th, the official merger date arrived, and chairman and co-CEOs John Reed and Sandy Weil were on hand to greet customers and employees at Citibank's 399 Park Avenue branch.
As the CEO of Citigroup, Sandy Weil is now the king of Wall Street, and Dimon becomes the president of Citigroup. But his real responsibility is at managing the investment funds of Citigroup. Jamie Dimon is only one step away from becoming the most powerful man in finance. He knows it's only a matter of time until he becomes the CEO of Citigroup.